We've gone through a lot of information throughout our movies. Before we wrap up, let's go through some quick tips. First, remember to double check all the dates that you use within your system. This is particularly true at the beginning of a year. It's very, very common to put in the preceding year rather than the current year, especially during January. Make sure also that you remember we won't post to a parent account when we're using sub-accounts. If you do, QuickBooks will automatically set up a new account and call it Other. This can result in a very cumbersome set of books. Make sure too that if you're updating machines in your office, that all the machines are set to automatic update. When one machine updates and not another, you can run into some difficulties. Verify too that you have no missing or duplicate check numbers. It's really easy to forget to void something in the background and have that come up on an audit trail. Also, remember your monthly statements. We want to audit each of those looking for unusual events. These include, but are not limited to, the balance sheet, the profit and loss, your accounts receivable, and your accounts payable. Remember not to overcomplicate your books also. Keep in mind that you can always add new accounts later. It's best to start simple. You also want to keep in mind that the more complicated your books, the more costly your accounting system becomes. Do regular reconciliations of your accounts, but remember, reconciliations are not just for bank accounts. We can also do our loans, our credit cards, and other items that are listed on the balance sheet. Keep in mind too that you can work with a second copy of QuickBooks in the background. It's always a wonderful idea to have a type of play company. This way, when you're doing something new, you have someplace else that you can go and play around with that entry. Remember though, colorize the second copy of your books so you do not get confused with your real company information. Also avoid creating entries after a period close. And check for the correct location of your accounts, in particular asset and expense accounts. If you're not sure what constitutes an asset versus an expense, you may want to review our introduction movie. It goes through some of the basics of finance. Do review your inventory items also. Remember, the accounts that they are actually going to is listed in the setup for each inventory item. It's a good habit to go through those periodically and just make sure those accounts are correct. And finally, don't be afraid to ask for help. There are always instances in accounting where it's good to just talk it through with somebody else, and the most important aspect is always ask. You can avoid a lot of troubleshooting by asking.